Folks, I've taken some time to explain this in the past, and I think it's worthwhile having a discussion concerning, and that is the tactic of the hard left. And by the way, let me just simply say the tactic of the hard left really does match the tactics of Satan. And I'm not trying to be harsh when I say this. I'm just simply saying they want to do everything that they can to shut people up from expressing the truth because they know that their lying ideas are so wrong, so destructive, so anti-science, so backwards that they don't want people speaking against it, because if people speak against it, they are going to realize that they have a better idea and people are going to run away from their party that is already falling apart. Now, in this case, I want you to understand what this woman is about to say. She is going to say, well, let me just let you listen to it, and then I'll comment on it so that you can understand what's actually going on. Pay attention to what she says about people who refer to women or men who become women and choose to actually compete in women's sports. Listen to her assessment of this.
Former President Trump went on a long rant about transgender Americans, and he used transphobic language. In particular, he was talking about transgender women competing in sports and said that they were men trying to compete against women, which of course,
they are men trying to compete against women. But I want you to understand that nothing could be more true, right? There's only two genders. And listen, the science tells us this. We know this, XXXY. I also want you to understand something, because this is very, very important. I don't want anybody to ignore what you may have just seen. What you have just seen is you have just seen a woman accuse the former president of actually using transphobic language for simply saying something that was actually true. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. But this is what they will do. If they don't like what you have to say, they'll call you transphobic. They'll call you racist. They'll call you a bigot. They'll use terms that people are very scared to be accused of, because it is a great tool to keep people in a place where they are self-censoring. And this is exactly what they are doing with Christians right now. This is what they are doing in the body of Christ, what they're trying to do with the body of Christ, and they're even using pastors to propagate this nonsense. We saw this kind of garbage going on with woke pastors during the advent of the social justice movement, the way we understand it today, especially with what happened with George Floyd and some of the other things going on. It is unbelievable how many lies continue to be communicated in a way that cause people to be brainwashed into thinking that their world will end if they simply speak the truth, or if they have an idea that is far better, by the way, than the lying ideals of the left. The lying ideals of the left continue to take things apart. They destroy things. Why? Because they are contrary to what the Bible teaches. They're contrary to the scriptures. And anytime you take a view that is contrary to that of what the scriptures teach, you bring into fruition a picture of destruction, of hate, a cesspool of all kinds of lies. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now. Folks, the days are getting darker. The days are getting much darker, and we need to wake up to understand the truth about what we're actually seeing, because we are running out of time. We are in the last days, and in these last days, we need to stand up for righteousness. That's all I have to say, folks. We got to get on this. God bless you.